Hi, thanks for joining me on Wilderness with the Monty Patreon. I've mentioned in the comment section for Patreon a couple times, I really want to fish the West Walker River. And I left my house this morning having no idea whether or not I was even going to be able to fish this river. I didn't know if there was going to be 10-foot snowbanks. I didn't know if the river was going to be brown. I just got in my car and started driving. Well, there's a little bit of snow up here and it gets worse as you go farther, but as you get out of the canyon, it's good to go. The water's a little stained, but it's really fishable. So I'm gonna hit it up. I just saw a game warden flip it. He's gonna check and see my license and stuff, and then we'll go from there. Game wardens just check my license and my fishing tackle, and it's all good. So I'm gonna go fishing. There's a lot of snow here, and I was just talking to the two game wardens that check my stuff, and they said up the canyon, where I usually like to fish, there's a lot more. Wow, the snow's increasing so fast as I go farther up. I might just start fishing downstream. Here's the day use area, but there's so much snow, I gotta see what the riverbank looks like, because I don't want to slide and fall in. So if I hook something, there's a ledge right here you can't see. So I'm gonna have to go over there and slide my butt down to those rocks, and I can land the fish so I can make this cast. I want to get up in this white water, and I want to see what's lurking. The answer to what's lurking is nothing is lurking. Because I was so excited to see that I could fish, I'm already discouraged. I haven't caught anything yet. And I've only been fishing for 10 minutes. I've only fished like a little bit of stream. So I gotta calm myself down and just get ready to grind if that's what it's gotta be. Man, I just fished a real good section and I didn't see anything. So I gotta keep going. I'm gonna fish this last spot and then I'm gonna get out of this canyon where the snow is. I've already fallen in. I already sank up to my waist when I was going over some boulders, and it wasn't particularly dangerous, but it wasn't the best thing. So I'm fishing fast, and I'm just trying to scoot this thing, and I'm doing a lot of just watching to see if anything's following. I haven't seen a single thing following or even looking at my jig. God, I've made a lot of casts. I am really discouraged right now. I'm not seeing a single thing, man. I keep pressing downstream. I ain't quitting or anything, but definitely discouraged after I was so excited to get started. I just not getting anything, man. I'm going to go see if I can get into some of those big pools where the campground is. But there's gonna be a lot of snow. I don't know. All I know is I haven't seen a single fish follow my jig, which is rare. Usually something will follow it, even a smaller fish. Something will hit it. I'm just not getting anything, man. It is not my day. Well, you know I'm really worried about getting skunked when I've got my snowshoes on and I'm snowshoeing out to a river I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to fish because there's so much snow. I can't fish if I can't reach the water. But I'm at Crispback Campground and there's some big pools here. And I've caught a lot of nice fish, but we're gonna have to see how this is gonna go, because that looks really sketchy trying to get down to the water. I mean, it's steep, but I want to get some casts into some of this if I can, so we're gonna see what I can do. I don't know if I can do this or not. And I just got snow down the back of my pants. and it's cold. But I got to a spot where I can fish up this point. Let's see if we can get something here. This is a good spot. Oh. All right, I'm just gonna cast up here. See if I can get something. It's just anything's willing to bite, man. It's not easy getting down here, so I'm hoping I get some. And I got my first really good hit. And I don't know if he's gonna hit again. I'm gonna keep casting. I don't know. I really can't go anywhere here. I'm gonna try to maneuver around this snowbank. But I threw my jig in it and it hit it immediately. And it was a good tug, but it just wasn't enough to set the hook on. I put on a Panther Martin and I just saw my first fish of the day follow it up here. It wasn't a big fish, but it was a fish. I know there's fish here now. Climbing out of that spot, even with snowshoes on, is a serious. I'm on my hands and knees clawing my way out, man. Because there's so much brush and there's holes in the brush. The fish pull me out. It's got me thinking about how much I want to do this. How bad do I want to fish? My God, I had to put my gloves on. I got my hat. I got my warm thing around my neck. It is winter up here in this canyon. God, I just had one. I casted it out and he hit it right at my feet and jumped and it was gone. Darn it. There's no way he's biting again. I saw this guy come and get it. He ain't huge, but man, it's been a rough day. And my feet are wet and I'm screwed and I barely have this guy hooked. Okay, I gotta tighten my drag. I gotta get in control of this guy before he jumps and I lose him. Oh, got him. Got him. Got a fish in the net. He was by that boulder out there. I'll show you what I was doing. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Ah! This brown came racing out to grab it. Nice, beautiful fish. Nothing huge. Let's see if we can't get one more. Oh, man. Man, I'll show you what I did to get him. So I have this rock right here. I cast straight across it and swam my jig, and right when it got to the rock, I saw that fish swim and miss it, and then he came back around and took another shot. And it's really windy, so it's hard to see my line because I got a big bow in it. But he hit it really hard and I set the hook and I got one in the net, man. I don't think I've ever been skunked at the West Walker River, and I didn't want today to be the first one. All said and done, man, the river, it seemed to be flowing more than it was because it's low. And it's gonna get high soon, but it's still pretty low. But I'm just trying to target these boulders. And I'm gonna cast above this one and see if I can't get something swimming it right through that gap. Got another one right off that bank over there. I threw it right on the rocks. He's jumping all over the place, man. That's one of those spots, and I'll show you what I did, whether I get him in the net or not. He's already jumped 3 times. If he could just stop jumping, I'd appreciate it. Now he's motorboating right up onto the shore. Get him in the net. The beautiful rainbow. I'll show you exactly what I did. He swam onto the bank for me. I need an easy one. Let me get my hands wet. I'm gonna show this guy to you. Nice fat rainbow, baby. I'll take him. Let's get him in. There he goes. Back out there. So this is a situation where it's really shallow in the middle. It's only deep right up against those rocks. So I needed to make a cast that was right on the rocks. That's where the fish was. The second the jig hit the water, the fish hit it. I bounced it off one of those boulders and it went right in there and he nailed it. And I'm casting right-handed right now because that wind just knocked that down. Because the wind is really tough. And I don't trust myself with left-handed shenanigans. So, oh man, that wind is brutal. And the wind is throwing me out of position on a lot of casts. The wind died just for that cast, and I was able to drop it right on the bank, and that's where it needed to be. That was pretty good, but not great. And I got another hit. That was definitely a fish. I just didn't set the hook. There's fish holding right in that run over there. And this guy's ran me down. I got him in the exact same spot on those boulders where it's deep. And this guy ran straight downstream when I set the hook. Ooh, yeah, he is fighting, man. These fish are strong. This guy, he's battling. Let's see what we can do here. Get him in the net. Yeah, baby. Woo! There he is. Another rainbow, beautiful fish. All his fins. Get him in the water. It is freezing. My hands are so numb. There's a chance of more fish on that bank. I'm gonna take it. I'm throwing it right in off that bank. Just like that. See that? And these fish are nailing it. I got a bite in two. Oh, I think that was the bottom. I think I'm panicking at this point. But you know, I missed a couple fish earlier because I didn't set the hook, so I don't want to do that again. All right, let's fish a little bit more and let's call it a day. My left foot is soaked and just I can't feel it because I stepped in the water and this wind just sucks. So, ooh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Taking him off that far bank. Oh, there he is. Ah, nice rainbow. There he is. Beautiful fish. Get him in. Woo! There he goes. I'm gonna fish the other side of the bridge and then I'm gonna call it. I'm really cold and wet. It's freezing out here. It's windy. It's brutal. There's some good water by that boulder over there, but man, there's like 20-mile-an-hour winds going right now. And I can't get accuracy for nothing. I'm just trying to throw it into the wind, get it over there, and then hopefully something hits it hard enough where this huge bow in the line will go. It's almost time to stop fishing. All right, now I'm quitting. I said I was gonna quit like 100 yards up there. I went all the way down there. But this wind, I can't even fish. I can't feel my hands. I can't feel my feet. So I gotta shoot the conclusion in my car. It is so windy outside right now. It's like 20-mile-an-hour winds. I'm all chapped. And today was tough. I thought I was gonna get skunked, man. And I fished tons of river and I wasn't getting anything. And I had no intention of going above that day use area once I saw how much snow. But once desperation hit in and I was fighting off the skunk, I had to put on the snowshoes. I was fishing in snowshoes at one point today. So it all worked out. And the weird thing is, it was so hard to cast in the wind, but in the couple times the wind paused, I was able to get the jig right up next to those rocks. And there were 3 fish waiting there, and there was no fish anywhere else except that deep little section right there along those rocks where the water was moving fast. That brown was up where it was a little slower. I was surprised when he showed up, but I'll take it. And when I said I lost that fish under the bridge, I thought that was my chance with how slow the day was going. So I didn't want to let you guys down, and I wasn't going to give up easy. And I fished for a good 5 hours, and I got all those fish in the last 40 minutes. As you can see, there is a lot of snow, man. A lot of snow. That's all I can say. We're just going to have to see what we can do. When I left my house today, I had no idea that I'd even be able to fish. I didn't know what to expect here. And when I got here, I was so excited, and I thought I was going to be out of here by noon, and it just didn't work out that way. The fish just weren't very aggressive until I found some aggressive fish, and they were just whacking. That brown was really aggressive. Those rainbows were aggressive. They're really hard fighting. They were just battling. It was a good time. Thank you so much for subscribing to my Patreon. You guys really helped me get through the winter. And we're going to do a lot more. Every day I'm fishing the rivers, I've only been catching one fish. You know, I got a lot today, but I thought I wasn't going to get anything. So I don't know. Who knows? It's fish. It's fishing. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for subscribing to my Patreon. Until next time.